cherish those magic moments.
I taught music in secondary schools for 12 years, and I know the pressures of being a teacher. And I just think that when a government doesn't support those teachers as much as they should, I will be there batting for them with music and song, because that's what I've got.
My role on this project is to produce the song. Today's role was to capture the choir sounding the best they could. We're over the moon with how today's gone.
I really enjoyed the fact that a group of people had come together who didn't know each other, a lot of them didn't know each other, and just had that sense of coming together. I think that always, for me, is the great thing about projects like this.
This has been one of those times where everything has just worked and come together just as we've needed it to. And I think this song is going to be quite special.
This song is about how the schools in this country should belong to the children, the parents and the communities they serve.
For me, this song is about having schools in the hearts of our communities and making sure that we as teachers, as education workers and parents have a voice in the schools and how they are run.
I've got two young girls myself. Clara is 3 years old, her sister's 6, and I want an education system that's fit for them, not one that's based on over-testing of children, privatising schools into academies and basically turning them into businesses.
Education is not, at the moment, I don't think, about children, and it should be. It should be about children and what they're actually doing and being allowed to do, and what teachers are being allowed to do in schools. And I think this song will hopefully draw attention to what is actually going on in schools.
We don't care much for Ofsted gradings or where we stand in global tables, but we know full well what progress looks like. Students who love to learn some more. Stand up! This school is your school. This school is my school. From preschool nursery to a university, from the Straits of Dover to the Irish Sea, these schools were made by you and me. But there are people, politicians, bankers, who disagree with you and me. Wow, so everybody must eat the core now. Stop corporate assets dripping in its tracks.
We clearly need to make sure that parents really understand what this government has done.
I'm having to suffer government choices that is actually going to privatise education and change it dramatically so that it takes imagination and enthusiasm in the classroom away and replaces it with testing.
At the moment we have a government that is focused entirely on excessive testing of our children, that's focused on academisation of the system, fragmenting the school system, breaking up schools, and worst of all, that wants to cut parent governors out of the equation entirely.
And the people who are leading this are not necessarily interested in education. They have business interests. So education is not the priority, and what children are learning and being taught is just not at the forefront of their thinking.
Public experience trumps private ignorance.
this is a time when we can use a song about what is happening and about what we think schools should be about to get our message across to the public in a positive way.
Everybody deserves to understand why we feel so strongly about the changes that are happening to education.
One of the messages I hope that they can take from it, the general public for instance, which I include parents in that, is that they actually can have a voice too, and they ought to have a voice in what's happening to their children's schools.
I think this song is for the government. It gives them a clear message from parents, from teachers, that actually it's children that are most important in our schools. But the most important point, I think this song is for our children and for future generations because it's about their education, your education.
This school